It's 9 p.m. on the East Coast of America, and live from the WACA studios, this is Good Night. Our main story tonight comes with the release of the newest Quinten Tarantino film this past weekend, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, debuted to rave reviews and critical praise. However, some are none too happy with the characters Tarantino decided to use when writing the film. Convicted sexual abuser and once famous director Roman Polanski is a character in the film, and the graffiti artist Sabo chose to alter billboards all around Los Angeles before the film's premiere because of it. His doctored billboards plastered the faces of Polanski and recently convicted sex offender and entertainment industry figure Jeffrey Epstein over the faces of the two lead characters, and replaced the title Once Upon a Time in Petalwood. He also used faces of Woody Allen, who is also accused of sexual assault with a minor. The stunt is an attempt to bring awareness to the trend of underage abuse in Hollywood circles, something coming to light with many recent allegations, in addition to other allegations against people like Harvey Weinstein, one of Tarantino's main producers since his inception in the industry. Much has been said about other Hollywood elites protecting each other in the wake of such allegations, and this statement by the artist Sabo takes these people to task. Either way, Polanski's character does not appear very long in Tarantino's film, and in an interview, he says that he views it more of a historical piece rather than a mark of adoration for the disgraced director. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is in theaters now, coming off of Tarantino's biggest opening weekend of his career. Now, in strange weather news, Las Vegas is going through an event of biblical proportions as grasshoppers are descending upon Nevada due to an unusually wet spring. However, the amount of grasshoppers that have come to gamble is honestly pretty terrifying. There are so many grasshoppers in the area that meteorology scans have mistaken the grasshopper horde for a thunderous rainstorm. According to CNN, a state entomologist has said that this plague-like grasshopper swarm has happened a handful of times over the past half century, but that doesn't make this any less horrifying. Either way, if you're heading over to Las Vegas anytime soon, be vigilant and catch those grasshoppers at the slots. However, here's a picture we managed to get from our old friend Frank Serino on his trip to Las Vegas. Clearly none too happy with how the grasshoppers have made Sin City their new home. In music news, it's been a long time coming, 17 weeks in fact, but we can finally crown our champion. Lil Nas X, Old Town Road, has stayed at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 17 weeks, making it the longest running single of all time. He has taken out the Macarena, he's demolished Mariah Carey, and he's outlasted Despacito, and you can't tell him nothing. The unprecedented success of the song was initially started through memes on the popular video app TikTok, but was continually fueled to its record-breaking status through its remixes. This sort of loophole in the way Billboard tracks music was the key reason for the song's longevity. Lil Nas X hooked up with the likes of country music legend Billy Ray Cyrus, hip-hop artist Young Thug, house music producer Diplo, and recently RM from the insanely popular kid pop band BTS. All of these remixes contributed to the streaming numbers of the original song, and thus catapulted its way to where it is now. The 20-year-old has seen monumental success through the song, and under no circumstances needs to release another song for the rest of his life. But the critics and the skeptics are wondering if he just might end up a one-hit wonder, or if he can string together a classic album. Only time will tell, but for now, we can all celebrate the achievement of streaming Old Town Road and getting our yeehaw on. And then finally, in tech news, Elon Musk of Tesla Cars has reported that YouTube and Netflix will be coming to Tesla within the next couple of months. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean you can watch Good Night on the go, because it will only be available for use when the car is stopped, according to Musk. This comes after the introduction of Tesla Autopilot and his continuous push to make cars as much like Kit from Knight Rider as possible. Musk advertised it as similar to a drive-in movie experience, only without the drive-in. The update comes with Smart Summon, which will drop you off, navigate through a parking lot, find a space, and come back to you when you're done shopping or whatever you're doing. This is, of course, further pushing for Skynet's invasion and eventually a robot apocalypse. But it's also a super neat feature, don't you think? That's going to do it for the news this week. Stay tuned for Lucy Burdge This Week in Music History, in addition to some bits from our crew celebrating National Threading the Needle Day. And don't go anywhere, because we have what's trending on Twitter to discuss, in addition to an interview with Patriots reporter William Bentington. So keep it locked right here on Good Night.
This is Lucy Burdge with Good Nights This Week in Music History. We begin in 1955 when Johnny Cash recorded his first version of Folsom Prison Blues at the Sun Recording Studio in Memphis, Tennessee. In 1963, the Beach Boys released Surfer Girl, which was the first song Brian Wilson ever wrote and the first one he produced. In 1982, Survivor's Eye of the Tiger was at #1 on the US album chart. In 1987, MTV Europe launched, with the first video being played was Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. In 1991, a police officer was forced to tear up a traffic ticket given to Axl Rose's limousine after it made an illegal U-turn, because Axl Rose threatened to cancel that night's Guns N' Roses performance if the ticket was issued. In 1994, Aaliyah and R. Kelly were secretly married at the Sheridan Gateway Suites in Illinois, but the marriage was never recognized because Aaliyah was only 15 years old. We know a lot more now about R. Kelly than we did then. In 1999, Christina Aguilera got her first US #1 single with Genie in a Bottle. In 2001, New Orleans International Airport was renamed Louis Armstrong Airport. And in 2003, Sam Phillips, the founder of Sun Records, died of respiratory failure in Memphis, Tennessee. This has been This Week in Music History. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Lucille Burdge for both.
You got that kind of money?
From the disc. What's up, guys? Connor and Todd from Good Night, and it is National Thread the Needle Day. And since World Trick Shot Day is in December, we kind of interpolated the meaning of National Thread the Needle Day to mean trick shots. So we did a lot of really rad trick shots for you guys and in this video. Check it out.
Oh.
We hit it first try! First try!
There it is. No, There it is. You got that on camera?
Yep.
I think that went in and out. Can we call it in? I don't know.
Hey! Hey-o. All right, so we're up here in the mezzanine. We're gonna start down in the Goodnight set down there. We're gonna throw it up through this barn door, and we're gonna go all the way through here, out through this barn door, into the kitchen. Let's go, baby! First try! You did it, baby. Happy National Thread the Needle Day!
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's do a show.
Let's do a show. Dude Perfect, we're coming for you.